Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go ahead and see if LALOON is still strong at Town Hall 13. Okay, so the first one's going to be from this friendly war from Andros Fighters. And it's actually going to be a triple on base number 1. This was a pretty upgraded base. Actually, it might have been max. Yeah, guys, this looks like a max base, I think. So, I mean, definitely getting it done. It isn't like this base doesn't have upgraded air defenses. So this is almost a max base, and this he just crushes it. And it's going to be a Sui LALOON, and I'm sure you guys know there's a lot of different variations of LALOON. We have the Sui LALOON, we have the Queen Charge LALOON, we have the Electron, we have the YOLOtron, and that's why this strategy is so great. If you can learn how to get down the pathing and timing for your loons, there's so many different options. So depending on the base, I mean, you could basically triple any base. So definitely, guys, I want you to practice this strategy and learn it. And not only that, but if you can do a cool LALOON attack, you can definitely show off in your clan. People love watching a good LALOON attack. Alright, so going in. So what he's going to do is start his king at 12 o'clock. And since in this situation he decided to do a Sui LALOON, there's some key targets you're looking for when doing a Sui. You essentially want to get down maybe an air defense. If you can, go for the Town Hall. Let me explain to you. That's actually the reason why he's doing a Sui in this situation. I mean, look at this Town Hall. There's basically nothing covering this Town Hall. I mean, it's basically isolated. All he has is a Wizard Tower, an Archer Tower, another Archer Tower. He has the cannon, the mortar. I don't think the mortar is in range. Even if it is, it's not a problem. I mean, there's like not a lot protecting this Town Hall. So, I mean, a Sui was the best option, definitely. I mean, if there was more defenses around the Town Hall, maybe he would have went for a Queen Charge. But he doesn't need the healers because, like I said, there's like nothing. So his Queen can just go in and take out that Town Hall. And that's great value for a Sui. I mean, great value. Definitely good base identification here. Alright, let's go ahead and finish. And he's also sending in the RC. So don't forget, guys, we have that RC at Town Hall 13, which is a plus. So sending in the RC. I mean, I would have liked to honestly see the RC maybe go for a scatter shot or something. Maybe, I don't even think he needed the RC to get down this Town Hall. Alright, so Queen moving in. Gonna have to... King's still up. King had to make the pathing, wanted to take out that whole 12 o'clock section. Queen stepping up, has to pop the ability to take out the Town Hall. And then, alright, let me pause it right here. You can see here, he's going for a blimp. I mean, you can use a blimp, you can use a stone slammer. It's just, a lot of this depends on the base. In this situation, you can see the enemy queen is still up. So if you're not taking out the enemy queen in your initial, like, queen charge or Sui part, then you want to get that enemy queen down because that enemy queen will one-shot your loons. So he's sending in a blimp this way. And basically what he wanted... Oh, wait, that's a horrible... Alright, so he's sending in his blimp this way. And what he wanted to do with his blimp, he has a dragon inside. So he wanted to take out the queen. And he wanted to take out the scatter shot. And you can see here, guys, let's keep playing it. He actually doesn't even get the value he wanted. He sends the blimp in. You can see a dragon and loons pop out. He puts a rage down. He is able to take out the enemy queen, but, I mean, the loons path to the Tesla farm, and he doesn't get down the scatter shot, which is not what he wanted. And, I mean, even with not getting the value with this blimp, still crushes this base. I mean, it's crazy. Those scatter shots, they are the arch nemesis of the loons. I mean, you got to get down those scatter shots. So I think it's crazy that he still even tripled his base with both scatter shots up. The reason is he has great pathing. Look at this. This is the path his loons are going to fly. You can see he has a nice narrow path. Just like, I'm sure you guys been watching all my hybrid videos. Just like hybrid. I mean, if you guys been using hybrid a lot, this is great practice because it's almost the same thing. You want to get a path. If you learn how to get pathing down for hybrid, it's basically the same thing with LALOON, but trying to figure out where the air defenses is the only difference. I mean, so definitely, guys, I know you guys are all using hybrid right now, so definitely give LALOON a try. Alright, so sending his loons in, and you can see here, what you got to do is, when you have some defenses on the outside, you can see here, let me pause it, you can see here, he has this mortar on the outside, he has his archer tower, he has an archer tower here, he has a mortar here, and a wizard. So what you want to do is you want your loons to take out those outside defenses because you want your main push to go into the core of the base. So what you do is you send maybe 3 or 4 loons on the outside defenses. So they'll come in, they'll take out these outside defenses, take this out, take this out. Let me play it a little bit more because you'll see. You see he sends some loons in right here. So the main thing is timing. So he has his main push going into the core like this. He sends these in to take out these defenses. Otherwise, these loons would have went this way. So he does that to take out those outside defenses. And what they're going to do is take those out. And then these are going to go from here to there. And these are going to go here. And you can see here, they're all going to clump together onto this like core over here. And then they're just going to start one-shotting defenses. And that's the goal. You want your loons to clump together in the core. That's the hardest part about Lalo, is learning the timing and getting the timing down so they can all bunch up together. So you can see here, the ones coming out, take out the archer tower, takes out the mortar, and they're starting to all come together into the core. Uses the warden. You want to use your warden ability when all the loons are inside the radius. You want to get as many in that warden ability as possible. So he uses the warden over the scatter shot. And look at this, guys. They're all, like I said, they're all clumped together here. And they're just going to start one-shotting defenses, and that's it. After, I mean, if you can get that down, you're good to go. Puts down a haste, still has a haste left. And guys, a little tip for you, when using haste spells, you want to overlap your haste. Like say you have a group of 3 defenses, you want to overlap your haste so the loons can fly from defense to defense. That's a little tip for you guys when doing some Lalo. And look at this, look how many loons he still has left. I mean, crazy. He still it looks like he had hardly even lost any loons, which is insane because he still had 2 scatter shots up. It just shows if you can get the pathing down and you have good loon timing and good spell placement, I mean, Lalo is still OP. You guys can definitely still get it done. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and hop over to my other account, and then we'll get into the other replay. So the next attack is actually coming from Sticks and Ball, and it's going to be a replay from one of their ESL matches. It was against Noble Noobs, otherwise known as Noble Nines. Pretty known clan. You guys might know who they are. Okay, and it's going to be on base number 1. Chicano ended up pulling out the triple. I mean, he's definitely an OP Lalo attacker, so you guys want to pay attention here and learn something. And like last replay we looked at the Sui Lalo. This one's actually going to be an Electron Lalo. Remember, I told you there's so many different variations of Lalo, and that's why you guys want to learn this, because once you get down, in my opinion, once you get down the timing of your loons, I mean, you could basically do any Lalo attack, and you could just start crushing bases. So let's go ahead and play it, and we'll break it down as we go, just like last time. And guys, when doing your Electron part in this attack, there's some key targets you're looking for. You either want to go for the Town Hall or the Eagle, and you want to try to get down the enemy queen. You want to try to get down a scatter shot. You want to try to get down some air defenses. I mean, there's definitely some key targets that you want to go for. Alright, so he sends in his heroes at the right corner, and his heroes are going to be able to take out the enemy queen and the enemy king, which is pretty nice. Uses the queen ability. King moving in, stuck on some storages. He puts down a Coco Loon, and I'm going to show you what he wants to do. Let's play it a little bit farther. Okay, so he wants to send in his blimp this way. And the reason he wants to send his blimp into here is his blimp's going to be able to take out an air defense, another air defense, and an eagle. So the blimp's basically going to cut off this whole section right here. This is all going to be gone, which is some great value. And let's go ahead and play it. Okay, so blimp moving in, and let's see, he does end up hitting a tornado trap. Those tornado traps, guys, they could definitely be annoying, but it doesn't matter. Puts down the clone. He has a few Sams over there. I mean, there was a lot of traps and the tornado trap, and the Electron still got the value he wanted, so that's really, really nice. And then what he's going to do at this bottom corner, he wants to take down this single Inferno over here. So don't forget, at Town Hall 13, you have that RC, and that is a big help. So he puts down an Ice Golem. He figured this single would be distracted on the Ice Golem, and his RC would be able to sneak in and take out that single. But you're going to see here, the Ice Golem gets roasted pretty fast, and the RC actually doesn't make it to take out the single. Definitely is not what he wanted. So let's go ahead and see how he adjusts on the fly. And look at this, guys. Look at this. 1 bar left of health left. That is crazy. So he adjusts on the fly. He sends in a few loons. And those 2 loons, I mean, as long as you can get a drop on that single, it's going to die. I mean, it basically has no health left. Okay, so let's stop in here and let's see what he's done so far. So far he's done the blimp, and the blimp took out this whole section right here. And then he did the RC at the bottom, and the RC took out all this. So all of this is gone. This is all gone. He doesn't have to worry about it. And then look at this. You can already see the pathing. His loons are going to fly just like this. And then like that. And he has a nice narrow path. And they're going to fly straight through. And like I said, as long as you can get the pathing down, I mean, your loons are going to do what you want them to do. And I want you guys to watch how he deploys the loons. He deploys a few on each defense. As you can see, he had a cannon over here, and a wizard tower. He makes sure he deployed them, so some will go to the cannon, some will go to the wizard tower, and then they'll come together right here, and then they'll bunch up in the core, like over here, and they're just going to start one-shotting. Remember, that is the main goal. You want your loons to bunch up. Then he puts more behind. He puts some from the corner because he wants some to go here and take out these defenses. And like I said, they're all, watch them. They all bunch together to the town hall. By the time they get to that town hall, you want them to be together. You want them all in radius so you can use the warden ability over the town hall. And then you don't got to worry about the Giga Blast. And look at this, guys. The town hall isn't activated yet. Remember, you have to get to that 51% to activate the town hall. Otherwise, your loons will just fly right past it. So he does activate it right in time. So they go there, uses the warden ability. Perfect timing. Loons get past the Giga Bomb. And at this point, there's really nothing that can stop them. Also, guys, another tip for you. Let me pause it. When you guys are doing your Lalo and sending your loons in, I want you to send your loons in, and you got to put your minions right behind your loons, because once your loons are going in and you put your minions down, your minions will stay alive and they'll start cleaning up the trash, because you don't want to end up time failing. So I like to always put my minions down right behind. Alright, so puts the haste spell, and look at this, guys. I want to show you. He still had the single up over here. So he ended up saving some loons, so some loons can come in from this way and some can come from that way. And so he could help take out this section, because there was an air defense left and there was a Inferno left. So that could be a problem, a back-end Inferno and a back-end air defense. So that was a smart play there, saving some loons to take out that back end. And there you go, troops moving in. He still has loons up. I mean, at this point, there's nothing that can stop him. It's all cleanup. Look at this. Base destroyed. And this was pretty much a max Town Hall 13 base. Insane. Alright, guys, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to train up this army, and I want you to start using it when you see ground expos, when you see you can get the pathing down. I want you to start using Lalo, and I want you to comment down below and tell me, is Lalo working for you? I'm going to go ahead and leave this up for a second so you can screenshot it. Screenshot this army, go back, screenshot the other army, start practicing different variations. I mean, I can almost guarantee you in the next coming updates, I really think they're going to end up doing a buff for air. I mean, I think Lalo is going to make a big comeback. So definitely, guys, start practicing. And as always, thank you for tuning in.